to the underworld when you die, you can, if you're clever, become an animal, like a dog. You see, when you're out in the underworld dead, most people don't know what the fuck is going on. They're lost. It's mist.
Drifting.
Mist. They don't know what they're doing at all. But the funny thing is that when you, as a traveller, as a trained medium, if you like, you are a giant. You're as big as you would have been on Mars, that size.
Yep.
And when you can tell, look at the Earth people, they're tiny little people, very small. You're looking down on them. Giants. You are a giant. And when you go into the underworld, if you train in a circle, you will have learned to fly. You can fly anywhere you want to. You say, I want to be somewhere, and you go. You can fly. But dead people who are wandering around, they can't fly. And so what you can do is say to these people, I will find you a priest. Something which clicks in their mind as somebody who knows what they're doing, and they appear as a light in the thick fog, and the dead person goes home with that light.
Goes towards that light.
And they get sorted. And of course you come with a bill, which is all the things you've done in your life have to be accounted for, because it's out of tune. If you've been an out of tune person, you don't suddenly become a musician. You have to learn how to be one, in that sense. You have to learn how to live on that vibe, which an animal will show you. So when, for example, the last circle, the lovely circle I was in, it was filled with red Indians. A wonderful circle it was. And all the Indians came as animals. You somehow you knew that they were. I didn't really get that bit of it because it wasn't my circle. It was run by all these women. But when I joined it, I was inside the body of a sea eagle. I was actually somewhere by its feet, and I could see its body going like that. And it threw a salmon into the air, and the salmon spun like that. And of course, now I come to think of it, the shape of that eagle was the same as the white horse that was giving me a ride when I had the white horse experience. When you look in the real world now, all of these white horses are places where they had circles where people could learn to use the white horse to star travel. And they trained the druids in them. They trained a core of wise people. Who were the druids?
The druids.
Druids. There are probably other ones as well, but
Places,
the druids were trained star travellers.
Right.
And the white horse is the relic of where they used to do ritual.
Do you think that the Red Indians were mostly druids, all of them, or just happened to be some there when you were there?
The Red Indians, I don't know what. If you read their stories, Well, you get like the Hopi Indians, for example, they leave wonderful documentation on stones, petroglyphs.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a lot of, you can see their story if you look at the petroglyphs. The Red Indians are linked to them. If you look at Red Indians, they got a sun wheel, which is Stonehenge, of course, and figuratively.
Mm.
Basically, it's a time travel port. And Stonehenge began as the outer circles, the two outer circles, which is a mound and a ditch. And just inside them were the blue stones.
Mm.
And the harmonics of give you the position of blue on the rainbow, curiously.
Uh-huh.
There's a central mystery to be expressed there, that humans see rainbows, but I don't believe that animals do.
Mm-hmm.
And that the story is that this rainbow is the covenant, which is really telling you that yes, you are star people, but that we all have to realize that we're star people and stop abusing or being so selfish. You see that this selfishness caused time to crash on Mars originally.
Right.
They were very they indulged themselves,
yeah,
and didn't realize their disharmony had repercussions.
Sounds a bit like Earth at the moment.
Exactly.
Building up.
But
again.
yes, it does. That's precisely it. We are destined. The Red Indians made that huge Serpent of Ohio.
Right.
And it shows that in Aquarius, the Earth enters the underworld.
Was that around the death of Jesus?
Sorry?
Was that around the death of Jesus? That time? When was it?
No, I would say no.
2,000 years later?
Yeah, beginning of Aquarius.
Oh, okay.
And the story is, actually, this egg arrives from space, which is Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
He swallows, the snake swallows Gilgamesh, which is an allegory for entering time. So a spirit who's entering into time, basically becoming material, physical. And then
You okay?
you can there's more stuff to be got off this snake, but basically what it's saying is this is the end of the world.
Sorry,
our world that we've abused will now enter the underworld.
I see. The whole world will enter the underworld.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, actually, the timeline.
Yes.
The actual timeline, which is in which we live,
falls into the underworld.
It's gone into the underworld.
Wow. Is this the serpent that the Hopi Indians made?
It's
Tell
a
us
huge, famous serpent that is in Ohio.
Yep. Yeah. Where are you going, Dad?
I'm going to show it to you. If I can find my spectacles, I'll put a little bit on.
In the fruit bowl.
Here is
Where did you find it, Dad?
I've got it on here. There we are.
The one you've drawn onto.
Yeah, Leo. Everyone now is saying that Leo is the core of new people. But actually, what I've done is I traced it out. I realised I could fit it onto. This is the journey of Gilgamesh, but it's also the circle. It's also Stonehenge.
But you've drawn it on the kind of the clock face.
I had to fit it.
Yeah.
Because that's Leo. I knew that. And these are where it naturally.
So this is Aquarius near the tail of the serpent.
That's it, yes. So actually, yeah, probably Pisces is there. Is the beginning. So yeah, and actually, now that you come to mention it, the beginning of Pisces is JC, just about there.
Yep.
And he's giving us the ladder to get out of this spiral into which time is going, which doesn't go on round with time, notice. It stays there. It stopped. Time has stopped for these people.
At Aquarius.
Fucking bastards are going to fucking stake here.
Well, you don't say that on your chart, Dad.
No.
Did it just come to you?
People can't be asked to intelligent. That's up to them, isn't it?
They have to interpret your
They have to.
Your image.
Yeah. It's no good telling them stuff. They don't know what you're talking about.
No. But the problem is, you see, it's context. They haven't got enough to be able to get it.
I'm not God. It serves them right. They should do it. If they want to, they can. But they don't want to.
They don't want to.
No, I'm not going to change them. Why should I do that? I'm here.
No.
I'm here to give it to them. I'm here to translate the Epic of Gilgamesh, the most wonderful thing, in my opinion, that inconceivably wonderful thing to have happened. That a story, which was the story of ancient Egypt, the wisdom of ancient Egypt, has been preserved from the people, you see, who, the evil spirits, the underworld is full, whatever it is that's made us all so insanely greedy, burned the Library of Alexandria. King Alexander the Great collected all of the wisdom that existed and it's only 300 BC or something like that, Put it all in the library at Alexandria, and there's two factions, you see. The factions are Enkidu, are basically people from the stars and people from Mars, I think, actually, or
Are they not the same? They're different, are they?
Well, they were once, but they've become. It's like they entered the dark side.
Yes.
It's a fight between the dark side and the light. It's literally true. Star Wars is a very good account of the reality.
Okay, but you just said the Martians and...
Look, everybody on the dark side was once on the light side, but they chose... They chose to be greedy.
Yeah.
And they wanted to pull the world down, so they wanted to conceal. The thing is about the history of the world, that the next God is going to arrive. He's going to be the son of the previous God. But actually, if you look, it's just spiral. What? It's a twin spiral. And you see a god from one spiral misses. It goes. It jumps two.
Mm-hmm. Why does it jump two? What's the factor? What factor? What's the key to it?
It is actually possibly. Basically, it goes from. You see, if you start here, you can only use 3/2, so
Oh, right.
you have to go back.
3/2 is the key.
Yeah, so that I can. To get from there to there, I have to go there and back. So in between, there's a spiral of fourths going the other way.
So we're looking here at the spiral of fifths.
Sorry?
What are we looking at?
Oh, I was just looking at the pentatonic scale.
Pentatonic scale, yeah.
You see, there you are. Well, I'm not sure. This I can't really word. Let me see. There, incidentally, just see the sling.
Yeah, in Gilgamesh's hand, yes. Where is that statue? This is just a drawing.
Oh, that's Korsabad. That would be like 300.
In the Louvre.
Louvre.
8th century BC.
He's holding the lion.
Which is Enkidu. No, it's not. Enkidu's the bull. Yeah.
It's time.
Lion's time.
He came to the earth in Leo.
Right. Yeah.
He's got a wristwatch, but the shroud of the lion, there's 36 places.
Uh-huh.
So that is the zodiac, but it's divided into 36. I haven't really thought that through much, but you see, this is you're either one or one.
We're looking at the serpent again.
Yeah, it's a spiral.
Right.
You see, it goes from Cancer.
Oh, the colour's showing us.
Comes back, yeah, to
the spiral as it goes.
To Taurus.
Yeah.
Pisces. You see, Jesus came from Taurus.
Jesus came
from Cancer.
Okay, did he? Oh, right.
According to this, so Pisces.
Yeah.
You see, Jesus, the king of Pisces, is the king from Taurus.
The son of the king of Taurus.
The son, yeah, and the son from Cancer.
Okay.
Which these actually are the twins who arrived in Leo. There's quite, it's a lot of it is at Göbekli Tepe. There's a wonderful place. But anyway, that's why you get alternates, you see.
Mm-hmm.
That the people from Aries came from Gemini and Leo. So
right.
I think it's actually the Martians, if you like. And now...
So where have we come from? Yeah.
Well, we are...
From Aries and Gemini.
We could be anybody.
Right.
I mean, the point is, for me, is that something from Leo would then, if they want to, so say like a god, they come back in Gemini, which is...
How do you know that? Why do you say that?
Because that's what the harmonics say.
Okay.
And then that come back to Gemini. It goes, Gemini goes Leo, Gemini, up to Scorpio, which is the mountain of gods, incidentally.
So
down to Aries.
Yep.
In Aries was I don't know. You can map it all up in terms of.
Where did you? How did you know to put the serpent onto the
Because it's
diagram like that?
because it's 3/2.
Okay, yeah. And so it comes back to harmonics.
Yes, everything is down to the harmonics. 3/2
Yeah.
is the harmonic of time. So all you have to do is think about it and look at the evidence. That's the evidence from Göbekli Tepe, the wonderful place which has T-shaped stones. When the T-shaped stones are put together, they become the trilithons of Stonehenge.
Mm-hmm.
That's the joining of the two gods.
Where is Göbekli Tepe?
Turkey.
Turkey, is it?
Pisces is actually, well, there's just a huge amount of reason why Pisces has that shape. But it's the two worlds, the underworld and the upper world, are joined. We live in the upper world and the underworld. That's the secret. We, you and I, all living people today, live in both the underworld and the upper world. We have an animal nature. We are enjoying the fruits of time. We eating and relationships and love and all of it. And on the other side, we are also in the underworld, which means that we dream.
Mm-hmm.
And you can choose to follow your animal greediness, or you can choose to follow your heart. Your heart is intrinsically, I think, is the symbol of what's good.
Mm-hmm. Dad.
Yep.
Sorry, interrupt for a second.
I was going to say, do you want to have a... You must be a bit tired there, aren't you? Do you want to have a cup of tea or something?
Yeah.
Or coffee?
Got
What? Coffee?
whatever you like.
No, you.
Me, I'll have whatever you're having.
You probably ought to have a nibble.
A nibble.
Nibble.
A nibble.
A little